The video currently has over 4 million views and over 200,000 likes. Hey guys, Jacobowitz here from Brunch Boys. If you're new, I fell already. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. This is all about my food adventures all over the world, but today we are doing a little series I like to call Influencer Secrets, where I talk about social media stuff and tech and pop culture, sort of just like whatever's on my mind. And today I wanted to do a little follow-up video to Instagram Reels. So I did a video a few weeks back when it launched because I had actually been baited into the program, so I had a little bit of knowledge into it on launch day. And I kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've experienced in a few weeks and also what it's like to go viral on Instagram Reels, because it is the most viral thing I've ever posted. So let's get out of the way first. The video that popped off really hard wasn't super organic viral. Instagram has decided that they are going to feature certain videos and push them out themselves, which they have never previously done. Everything's been relied on an algorithm, where this time they have humans picking things that they'll feature. So they picked a video of mine, which is a humorous video. It is me pretending to hit my head on a very small bridge that I found in Japan. All right, it's day 9 in Kyoto. I've actually posted it a few times. I posted on Instagram a few times. I posted on YouTube and TikTok, whatever, and I just thought it's funny and whatever. The video currently has over 4 million views and over 200,000 likes. Let me double check that. It has let's see, it has... Yeah, 208,000 likes and over 4 million views. So a few things with it. One, so yes, an Instagram feature, of course, but it did super go viral in a way that, like, I've seen a lot of other content creators get their stuff featured by Instagram, and it didn't come close to what this video did. So it certainly popped off in a different way. It's interesting. Anytime you go viral, it's interesting because I think when you go viral, people like to hate on that. So while you could look at it as, well, it has 200,000 likes, those are 200,000 people actually liking enough to hit the like button. It has thousands of comments of hate. My guess is, so the whole point of Instagram Reels, again, was to sort of reach a younger demographic for Instagram. My belief is that the content is being pushed more towards younger people on Instagram. So if you are a teenager, you're more likely to see Reels come up than not. Or they're just using Reels more. That could possibly be it too, but I believe that Instagram, anyway. So they all it's been a really weird reaction. Like, if you watch the video, it's clear what the joke is. The joke is like, look at this big dumb thing of I'm laughing as I do it. If you pay attention, you see me smack the wall. And then you see him clearly not in pain because I'm laughing afterwards, and Sydney, who's with me, is laughing at me for just being stupid. It's a very dumb, old school, forever in time joke. It's that's the whole point of it. It's there's nothing thought-provoking about it. It's just a silly little joke, which is I grew up with The Simpsons. Well, there's silly jokes, but there's layers to the jokes, but it all sort of comes back to this Homer's dumb. You know what I mean? And for whatever reason, teenagers just didn't get it. They didn't get the joke. I know this is sounds like old man rant, oh, them youngins don't understand the joke, but truly they didn't. So the setup was my pain is funny, or whatever I said. And they're all so upset that I faked the video. And I said back to them, I was like, well, I responded to a lot of hate comments. I don't know what my problem is. I said, would you have preferred me actually hitting my head? And they all say yes. And I thought about it. I said, well, that's such a weird thing. You watch movies and you know it's fake. You watch TV shows and you know it's fake, and you have no problem laughing at that because it's just a joke. It is a thought-provoking joke. I said, no, but it's just silliness. That's the whole point of it. Just me being silly. And I sort of thought about if you're a teenager, you probably don't really watch a ton of TV. You don't really watch The Simpsons. You watch YouTube and you watch viral videos of people legitimately hurting themselves or doing the wackiest, craziest real shit. Who are these giant influencers on YouTube? I don't know, Jake Paul and stuff like that. And like they legitimately do insane stuff. And that's what they value as like true art and true content. And it's such like I don't know, it's such I know we're like getting away from what I wanted to talk about necessarily about the actual viral stuff on Instagram, but it's just like, I think a lot about like what goes in the minds of people, because that's at the end of the day what I have to do is like figure out what's going to make them engage. And I think it's just so weird, the reaction I got of just like absolute hatred towards me because I fake something. They all told me cap, 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 which I had to type into Urban Dictionary and learn that cap means fake, which that makes absolutely no sense. But again, this is a generational thing that I'm not going to get. It's fine. Young people have weird words. We probably had weird words for a lot of other things too. That's fine. But yeah, such a funny, I don't know, you guys let me know. I obviously don't have a lot of experience with teenagers. And it's just weird. And it's weird how hateful they are. Someone's just like, oh, you're fake, blah, blah. Someone like really got hateful, and it just like, obviously like you hear a lot about like the hate on the internet and blah, blah, blah. And I always felt like I got that. But I did not understand this. Like, God bless you if you're a teenager now how to deal with this. Like when I was a teenager, there was MySpace, I guess, but there wasn't like this proliferation of social media and just like people being able to be really mean to people. So yeah, my heart goes out to all you fucking teenagers. Anyway, moving on from that, let's talk about more like the platform itself. So my guess is what sucks about anything new on Instagram is that they do not give you real data. I have views and I have likes and I have comments. I don't have impressions, and I don't know where those views and impressions are coming from, which is really difficult in trying to judge how well a post does. It definitely seems like a Reels post will be seen by way more people than any other post on Instagram right now. Just the things that even do decently well and get a decent amount of likes are getting 150,000 views, where a normal video, if I posted it to get that many likes, probably had more about 45,000 views. Same with IGTV. So it looks like it's being pushed way, way, way more. So when it's being pushed more, you have the ability to go viral a little bit more. So have I had videos get into millions like the one they pushed me? No. But I've had a couple of videos go viral and at least get into hundreds of thousands of views. That is something I haven't organically done on Instagram in 5 years, pretty much. I've had IGTVs pop off and reach maybe around 500,000, but like that is like a few a year. These are consistently, if I get a couple of videos going, reaching those numbers. So certainly they're pushing those videos really, really hard. This is what I discussed in a past video of like, this is key. This is why you want to use Reels. Do I see a lot of followers coming from that? Followers are definitely up. I've seen accounts pop off huge, like tens of thousands of followers extra. I did not get that. I think I attribute it to a couple things. I think one, having a video featured by Instagram that isn't necessarily the content that I deliver is a tough transition, where maybe those 200,000 people like my video, they went to my profile page and I said, well, the rest of this isn't jokes. You know what I mean? It's a food focused account. And there was a disconnect there and they just didn't follow me from that. I think that too. I think though, also looking back at my observation, it seems like a lot of the people engaging are young people. I honestly think that they see my page and they just think, here's an old person. Like, honestly, people are calling me fucking boomer. So I just think that there's a disconnect there where maybe they like the content, but they just don't want to follow me because they just think I'm an adult. Where you look at someone like Eitan, who's a master of sort of like the viralness of food videos, like blew up on TikTok and is crushing Instagram Reels. I think that like his content overall is more geared towards that audience. So when people find his Reels, they go to his page and are like, wow, everything is like this. And he's 18 years old or whatever. I connect with him on such a different level. I want to follow him. So you're definitely seeing some accounts pop really huge. I haven't seen that growth yet, but certainly growth is up a lot more than usual. In terms of like the content creation, I'm going back and forth. One thing I really like about it is that I think part of the reasoning for doing this is they wanted to take the pressure off of the profile. So what I've seen just in terms of like conferences I've gone to and now literally observing teenagers' accounts, because like people hate on me, I want to know who I'm dealing with, so I've just been looking at the profile. Every teenager that I come across on Instagram is private and they have one post, but like a lot of followers and following a lot of people. And this is something that I've been part of conversations with like data experts and at Instagram. And there's just that teenagers feel this pressure of having this like perfect profile grid that they just don't want to post, which is why stories is really, really well for them. And Instagram wanted to transition that a little bit into the feed, more permanent stuff. So what's nice about Reels is that so this is a mistake I made in a past video because it wasn't clear to me when it launched what was going to happen. So when you post a Reel, you could click show to my feed or just go to the Explorer. When you click go to your feed, it's going to pop up on your feed like a normal post for all your followers. If you don't click that, it just goes to the Instagram Reels Explore page and your audience will not organically see it on the home feed. What's nice though is that you could share it to your followers, but you can remove it off your grid and it only lives in your Instagram Reels grid. It will stay on the home grid as people scroll, but it's not under the main grid. And the advantage to that is that the main grid is where all your engagement counts in terms of like third-party apps. So remember, I'm paid by my engagement. So all these apps suck in the data from these posts, they aggregate it and they spit out a number of my value. So what's nice is I could really test stuff out on Instagram Reels, just be weird and do different things without some of the pressure. Because if it doesn't do well, I just don't have it on the home feed and it doesn't count towards my engagement. And I've done stuff that I just thought was like, this is cool. I would never post this, but I think it's cool. Like I did a video of like seeing the Mario Kart cars in Japan on the highway. And I would never have posted that on my feed before. It just isn't my content, you know? But it crushed so hard. So I actually posted it, took it off my home grid because it did really well. I added back to my home grid and there it's living now. So there's a lot of opportunity to try different things, which I really appreciate about Reels. I think the other thing that I really like is that you are reaching a new audience. So what I did as a test is I took one video that I knew is just like very food porny and blah, blah, blah. It's just like peanut butter being dumped on ice cream in the shop in Australia. And this is the only post that I put on that I didn't share to my followers. So it only went to the Instagram Reels. So the engagement on that was this, to me, like this is a good test of how many extra people it's reaching. It went to, let's see here. It has 45,000 views. None of those people following. So that's potentially 45,000 new followers that I reached just by doing a video to Reels. And like that is the power of Reels. Now, did I say huge pop from that? No, it got 950 likes, which is decent. Honestly, I've been from where it is 45,000 views on Reels, it's about the same. But that's the potential it has to reach a new audience, which is why you should be producing for it. So overall, my thoughts on Reels, it's only frustrating because I don't like producing 15-second stuff. Like, I think like I like teaching things and showing things and like having real value to everything that I post. And you could certainly do that in 15 seconds. I like having more. I mean, that's why I like IGTV. That's why I like YouTube. I mean, we're almost at 15 minutes of chit-chatting here. That's the joy that I have. So does it have a place within Instagram specifically? I don't know. I don't know. I wish these tools had just been available normally for normal posts, which is what I spoke about this months ago, was just like Instagram incorporating some of the editing tools that TikTok has into a normal feed post. And I think if they had just done that and maybe have like a new section of Explore, just like redo Explore page 2, I think you'd have success, but have it show all this stuff would have been better than like a brand new thing. But overall, I do like that I could kind of get a little weird with it that I would never do on Instagram. And I think like just showing different sides of yourself is always really important. So my overall impression, we shall see. It's still a work in progress. All these things you have to see settle to. Like IGTV popped so hard when they decided to push it. And then they started tiptoeing their way back a little bit, then a little bit, and a little bit. And it still reaches more people than a normal post for me, but not like it did at the beginning. So things have to settle. We have to see. but I would love to know your thoughts on Instagram Reels. Are you using it? Do you have any more questions? Have you seen some success? Have you seen some stuff fail? Still a whole lot to talk about, so maybe we'll do another video too. Like this video, share this video, subscribe, notification, because these are the type of things that I talk about. Obviously, it's about my food adventures, but I like to help you guys out and teach you things along the way, and this is part of it too. So, saying that, have a good day.